Hello, welcome to your writing lesson. Today we are going to focus on Cinquain poetry. I know it looks like it might be pronounced Cinquain, but it is pronounced Cinquain poetry, and it is a poem that has very specific rules for how many syllables are in each line. So I thought we'd take a look at how the lesson is set up. You can see here that you'll watch a video introduction. Here's the link you clicked for my lesson, and then I break down how many syllables are in each line and typically what each line focuses on. You can see here that there are 5 lines in a Cinquain poem, and the syllables go 2, 4, 6, 8, 2. You kind of expect it to go up to 10, don't you? But we start with 2 and we end with 2, and the beginning and the end are similar. This is very close to other types of poem, a diamante poem that you may have done or you will be doing. This is very similar to that kind of a poem. A Cinquain often tells a short story, not as if you would say, once upon a time I went to the store, that kind of story. But it focuses on one topic. Here's an example of a Cinquain poem called Cherry Blossoms. Cherry blossoms float on the afternoon breezes, petals fluttering down like snow in spring, by Marie Summers. So you can see in the top line, cherry has 2 syllables. Blossoms float on is 4. The afternoon breezes is 6. Petals fluttering down like snow is 8. In spring is the conclusion, or sometimes it is a synonym or a similar word to the beginning word. So cherry blossoms float on the afternoon breezes, petals fluttering down like snow in spring. As you go on, you will find some topic ideas. So to get you thinking, maybe make a list on a piece of scrap paper of a favorite thing or a favorite person or a favorite activity, a favorite friend, a favorite pet, any of those favorites. Otherwise, maybe start to make some lists of things you don't like. That's kind of fun to write a poem about that. We usually always say, pick your favorite person to research and your favorite animal to do a report on. But what if you wrote a poem about something you did not care for? Maybe you want to write about something you see or something that has happened to you. And make a list of your topics on a scrap piece of paper. I think it's really hard to do any sort of true brainstorming on a device, be that a computer, a laptop, or an iPad. So having some paper that you can scribble on and not worry about neatness, and you can cross things out and draw arrows and circle, I think that's going to be where you can be your most creative. In this yellow box are all of the instructions of the step that you will do. And so in order for me to show you my thinking, I copied and pasted those instructions to this paper. And here they are. I broke them up, and under each one I showed you my thinking. So I tried to think of things that I liked and things that I didn't like. So I don't like snow. So you can probably assume that I don't like winter either. What do you think about gnats? That would be something that I love. Chex Mix? That's in the love category. Coffee? Yep, that's in the love category. Horses? I don't love them or dislike them, but I see them outside my windows often. Hiking is something that our family has been doing a lot of now that we've been on this quarantine stay-at-home order. So these are the topics that I came up with. And for some reason, snow was the one that I ended up deciding on doing. So I'm going to make that one a different color to just kind of highlight that. So now I need to brainstorm, and I did all of this writing that I've typed here. I honestly did this on a sheet of paper in front of me. I did not do this online. I can't think that way. So get out a scrap piece of paper, and I started to jot down all sorts of words about snow. It's cold, it's white, it's blustery, it's fluffy, it's cozy, a blizzard, shoveling, flakes, icy, stormy. And that got me a good start. I don't feel like I had a great list, but that's what I started with. Once I've chosen my topic and had all the words, I spent some time combining the words, and I wanted to have it stick with the same theme. I don't know that it necessarily tells a story, but it might. I would say the way that this poem that I ended with tells a story is that it sticks with a topic all the way through, beginning to end. Remember, our syllable rules are 2, 4, 6, 8, 2. And typically a cinquain would have the topic as the first, and then a description of that topic, an action of the topic, a feeling that you feel about the topic or that the topic gives you, and then a conclusion. So I will scroll down so you can see my list of words. I decided that my topic, instead of only doing snow as I had here, you can see that I've changed that to snowstorm because I needed 2 syllables. Snowstorm. A description: cold, fluffy snowflakes. Cold, fluffy snowflakes. Ooh, how many is that? 5. Cold, fluffy snowflakes. I'm going to take out flakes. Cold, fluffy flakes. Ooh, I've got my 4. Now I need 6 syllables in an action. Endlessly falling down. Endlessly falling down. As I do that, I'm actually counting them on my fingers to make sure this does in fact have 6. This one needs 8, something to do with a feeling. I wrote, so cozy to be warm inside. And I counted as I said that, and it is 8. And I ended with blizzard. I'm back down to 2. It's kind of my conclusion. Maybe all of these snow flakes conclude in a blizzard, or I could say that this blizzard relates back to my topic at the top. The final thing to do is to type your poem in the area provided, and in the assignment, it's just here where this little arrow is. Just type it right down here. You're going to get your own font, whatever font you want. This one right now is in something called Happy Monkey, but you can experiment. Fonts are one of my favorite things to change and experiment with, but we want your font to be one font for the whole poem. Do not pick a script or a cursive. I'll show you. It kind of makes it more difficult to read for your reader. Stick with something that's a print. Try not to pick something that's all capitals. Typically, that makes it kind of difficult to read. We'll see what this is. Now, this changed the size, right? Some fonts make it really small, so I might go something like that. That's kind of cool. It looks like handwriting. So maybe I'll land on this one. I'll double check to make sure that I've done my spelling correctly and things like that. I can see that each beginning letter of a line, they're capitalized, and I added my name at the end. And then I'm going to turn it into my teacher. Happy poem writing!